Where are our biggest lymph nodes? Yep, we got some big ones here for sure. Here as well, definitely. Here. Great. Now, we know that the lymph, right, only responds to mechanical muscular movement. We know the lymph doesn't have a pump. Why is it that the lymph nodes, the biggest ones, are here and here? And how many times a day do we do this? I mean, I do it quite a lot, but maybe. So there's a problem there. The body built the lymph there. I think the body knows exactly what it's doing. The reason why it built the lymph there and the lymph there, it's like here. How often do we do this? This is very different to this. Only when I'm in this position am I actually compressing the lymph node. When I'm doing all my yoga stances, my lymph is not really getting activated. So we need to look from an evolutionary point of view. What movement were we doing for thousands and thousands of years? Moving around like this. And here. And here. And here. And grabbing. And grabbing. So the body is very intelligent. The reason why the lymph nodes are built here, because it was the most intelligent place for the body to put the lymph nodes. We were constantly activating this muscle chain. We were constantly activating here. Today we're not doing that anymore.
The hormonal series, it's absolutely great, fantastic.
The hormone series absolutely stirred things up in my body in such a healing way.
So I've developed a hormone boosting series that looks at the evolutionary movements and how can we sort of hack them to create an enormous hormonal boost in the system. Now, why is this so important? We know that hormones create emotional well-being. So yesterday we spoke about the position of the foot. We've been walking on our heels for 20,000 years. We've been walking on our toes for 200,000 years. If you're doing trainings where you're on your toes, you're activating neuromuscular pathways that are 200,000 years old. If you're doing trainings or yoga where you've got your weight on your heel, you're activating neuromuscular pathways which are 20,000 years old. 200,000 years old hormonal response compared to 20,000 years old hormonal response. What's more exciting? We want to go to this stuff. And this is where you get amazing response for both stress management, emotional well-being, chronic pain, auto-regulation in the body. This is where the body was designed according to the movement we've been doing. We only use 20% of our brain because the movements that we're doing are not corresponding to the movement that we were, in evolution, we did. So we need to think about how can we do a very 5-minute, 7-minute exercise a day to tap into our evolutionary potential, get these hormones to fire us in the morning so that throughout the whole day we're on a different level of functioning, because the hormones are what's responsible for anti-depression, of course, and a lot of inflammation, infections, a lot of immune systems. The hormones are the ones that are going to save us, really. They have the most power in changing cellular reality instantaneously. And the biggest production of testosterone and happy hormones comes from our legs, because when we're either running away from an animal or towards a beautiful animal, either way, you're going to get a huge boost of hormones that helps you, that you don't actually feel the fact that you're bleeding or you've got injured, right? So we need to use these systems in our training. I'm going to ask you to stretch out your legs even more. Your other feet goes further back behind you. Perfect. And now we bring our arms up here. And now you're going to feel a burning sensation in your forearms. And I'm going to ask you to pull the fingers up. And I'm going to ask you to look up and gently do circles with your hands. Allow your hands to be perfectly straight. Feel the burning in your forearms. Make sure no one is bending their elbow. Keep the elbow perfectly straight. Can we get more tension in the elbow? Can you feel the tension in the forearms? Everyone feeling it? Now can we push the fingers more? Push the fingers more towards the ear. Notice how intense that is. That's where the lactic acid gets stored, in our fingertips, because we don't stretch our fingertips enough. And now if you want to, you can extend your chest more forward and allow your head to go further back. Notice that amazing, beautiful stretch in the chest as you do this. And let's come out for a second and relax. Moving on to the next one, we're going to put our fingers like this. Come in contact with the shoulder. Again, now we're putting the other leg in front of us. Perfect. And we're crossing over. Contact. And who can make as far as possible behind you? Open up, and now bring the head up. And then forward, contact. Who can get in contact? Who can reach the elbows together? Fantastic. And then up and contact. And now try lean back with your spine, always respecting your limit. Allow the chest to open. And a regular inhale and exhale. And now we gently bring the head down. And we do the same thing in the other direction. And relax the shoulders. The strongest position to correct knee pains and hip pains and foot pains is this lunge, when you're going to be activating your heel up. And now we're going to put our hands here, and you're going to gently drop down. And now we're going to push the heel up. Amazing. Push the heel up. Hold that there. Feel the stability you have in that position. Breathing in 4 seconds, exhale 4 seconds. And up and back in the middle. Gently with the eyes closed. Deep inhalation, exhalation. Feel the heat. Biggest production of happy hormones comes from our legs.